Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby Star Allies. In the last episode we completed Dreamland and we started the World of Miracles, Planet Popstar. In this episode we're going to start off by going to the Dream Palace and getting ourselves another new Dream Friend. I love the update because it really added enough Dream Friends to like sustain you having new ones for the entire story mode basically. Having 6 is way better than 3. So today I want to get you, Mr. Slime. Bit of a oh, it's Gooey, not Mr. Slime. I mean, I didn't think it was Mr. Slime, but I wasn't thinking of the name. I don't know. Anyway, Gooey's a bit more interesting than the other Dream Friends because he has unique properties as far as his abilities go. He can give like rock, he can give water. He also kind of utilizes the whip ability with his tongue, so we're going to be able to see more of that once we go into the level. So let's check out Reef Resort. Ought to be fun. But yeah, that's why I have these unique splash screens for each Dream Friend specifically, because they get pretty crazy when you get into the new ones. So as you can see, if I use my normal attack, it's like whip, but you can also see the little drops of water. This will actually imbue water if you hit someone who's charging with it. And then he has like the normal fire burning ability because once again he uses his abilities from what's the game? Dreamland 3. So if I do this, you can see he pulls off a little burning. If I press down and B, he does rock, so you can actually also use the rock combinations with him as well. What else is there? Oh, he has Parasol as well. Like, there's just so many things that he can do. And it's really cool. Sadly, you can't swim with them. Parasol is one of the few abilities you can use underwater, which is exciting. Anyway, starting out this new world, you're going to notice that, like, one of the things about this game is none of the worlds themselves are actually really themed. They do have the basic concepts behind them, like this is your basic island area that's in every Kirby game, but there's not really like an ice world, a lava world, I don't know, anything else, a water world. They're all just individual levels in and of themselves. Also, this is another secret that you have to have 2 specific abilities to get. I was expecting the Fire Boy, the Burning Leo, to get that, but nope, Gooey took care of it. Anyway, like I said, Umbrella can basically block any kind of water, so when there's water literally anywhere, you can affect it in the overworld. So I'll get us some puzzle pieces and a 1-up. Look at that, we're already up to 38. That's crazy. By the end of the game, I do expect to have quite a few. Especially since I know all the secrets now. Also, like, occasionally I do check on YouTube to make sure no one's discovered any new secrets that I'd want to point out in the game. And sometimes it's just so frustrating because people will be like, new secret discovered in Star Allies, and it'll be the fact that Kirby can do a Hadouken with his fighter, Kirby. Like, people who haven't played a lot of Kirby are really weird about Kirby. That's one of the things I noticed. People will always be super surprised that the final boss is like some dimensional monster. Like, that's how it always is, bro. In fact, that's how it's always been since the first game. I guess you could miss out on the fighter detail because that's only been since Return to Dreamland. But the final boss of every single Kirby game has been like a space monster. And if you haven't caught on to that yet, like, you're missing something. You're not paying attention, my friend. Kirby's Adventure, like, I guess except for Kirby's Dreamland, that's the only game. Kirby's Adventure, you fight against Nightmare. Like, come on, bro. Anyway, moving on. We actually have a lot of puzzle pieces in this area. This might be another good area to grind puzzle pieces. That's good to look out for in stages, although I don't think anything's really going to pass up Wispy Woods. Like, you can get 13 puzzle pieces so quickly, and 15 if you don't actually go for the Friend Star ability. I need to find like a 4th ability to add to our group here. Oh, there's water. Do I really want water? We already have 2 abilities that can give water. We don't need that. That's a good thing to keep an eye out for. Although, to be fair, I haven't used water myself yet. That would be interesting to show off. Oh, there's actually one move I want to show off with Gooey. Down up B. he does this weird thing. Also, he flies like dark matter, and he can shoot lasers out, because he is kind of a proto-dark matter kind of deal. I'm not sure if that's ever explicitly explained in any Kirby stuff, but yeah, that's how it is. So it's just kind of a detail more than anything. So it says you want 2 parasols here, but actually, if you move fast enough, you can just block this one, and then really quickly move over to the other one and block it as well. So just a little bit of a thing you don't have to give up one of your friends for, if you have 4 friends already, which I do not. Did that actually hurt me? I didn't know the explosions hurt you. I was pretty sure they didn't. Oh well, that's cool, I guess. That's any little bit of difficulty they add to this game is good. Oh hey, there's a switch. Ooh, that makes me worry. Did I miss the rainbow puzzle piece? Sometimes I've been that actually opens up an extra stage, by the way. Sometimes I watch myself back in the recordings, and I notice I'll just literally walk right past a puzzle piece. So sometimes I just get on with my rants and don't actually pay attention to the game, which is definitely something I gotta avoid. Finally, another ability. Yeesh. Almost everything so far has just been water, parasol, and fire. It's nice to actually see sword or something. In fact, now that we have him, let's actually give him a little something something. Will he do it up there? No, he's just gonna try and walk around to get to us. Guess we'll do it afterwards. I guess I'll give him fire, if anything. Even though this is like a water area, maybe it's not too useful. Although none of the water enemies like specifically resist fire. It's only if they're like specifically like icy that they resist, that they're weak to fire actually. Nothing really resists any single type. It's all just they're weak to stuff. But you know what? I kind of wish they were resistant to types, because that would make it, once again, just add in a little bit of difficulty that this game sorely needs. But I'm not gonna harp on that, because it is a Kirby game. It's not like they're known for being difficult or anything like that. Oh, I can instant knock this dude out. Chef Kawasaki! I keep wanting to say Kawakazi, but it's not. So this is actually a unique kind of ability in this game. It basically acts like a screen nuke, so I'll go ahead and do it right here. And you can keep charging it as long as you want to make it, like, give out... Okay, I'm gonna try and explain this as well as I can. If you hold down the button, it'll do this, which is super, like, offensive. But if you just wait for everyone to get in and then release it, it'll actually give you a bunch of healing items, so it's more of a defensive move. Also, the rainbow puzzle piece is literally in the middle of nowhere. At the very end of the stage, too. Wow. I bet that's worrying to see the final door with the rainbow puzzle piece. Also, I want to point out, this is 60 frames per second. The goal game here is 60 frames per second when the gameplay itself is actually 30. So that's something I haven't pointed out. All the menus in this game are 60 FPS. Otherwise, the gameplay is 30 FPS. And so I'm kind of torn whether or not I should... Oh, this should finish this puzzle piece. With the, not the puzzle piece, this puzzle. Yeah, look at that. Our first puzzle. Kirby's Dream Land, the first rival. Very nice. And of course, that's the final boss arena from Kirby's Dream Land. Finished your first celebration picture. See all pictures in the picture gallery. You know what? I actually want to show this off, because it's kind of cool. Like, it's not super worth it to get these puzzles, but if you do complete them, it does give you a tiny little thing to enjoy. And this will actually be my first time showing off the main menu as well. Inside Islands. There's now more adventure to be found. An extra stage is now unlocked. Sweet. Thank you. We'll go ahead and do that next. But if we... How do I do this? Y. Okay, world select screen. Then you want to go back a little bit farther. Ooh, I'm just in love with this world select screen. This is my favorite part of this game, I want to say, because it's so cool. So go back to select mode. This is the main menu of the game. You have story mode, you have your little options down here, Star Slam Heroes, which is a minigame info, and then Chop Champs, which is also a minigame. Let's go to our puzzle pieces here, and it'll show you all the puzzles you've completed and all the puzzles you have yet to complete. It's only showing 3 because we've only gotten puzzle pieces for 3, but that'll increase. Press A. You get a little classic song to listen to from each of the games. And of course, like this one... Ooh, what is this one? I want to say this one might be Kirby 64, because I think I see Ribbon in the top right there. It'll give us a Kirby 64 song, and so on and so on. So that's how the puzzle pieces work. That's all they give you. But the art is really nice to admire. Some of them are a little worse than the other pieces of art, and sometimes they just rehash old promotional art, but it's still pretty cool. And just the variety of all the art styles is cool, is pretty neat as well. Let's do Inside Islands. If I remember correctly, this is actually like a time-changing mechanic. Almost similar to like what the Subspace Emissary had in Brawl. Which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Oh, new ability. Oh, that's right. Every time you go to the title screen, it gets rid of all of your abilities. So we don't have GUI anymore. Of course, we could just go to the Dream Palace and get him again if we wanted. Anyway, this is Spider. It's a pretty cool ability. It doesn't have too many combinations with the other abilities. All it really has is... If I could find like someone to combo with, I'll show it off, but otherwise, guess we're waiting until then. It's a pretty strong ability as well. A lot of the moves for it are pretty strong and like cover a lot of ground, like this attack specifically I think of. Yeah, that little one where you shoot out all the little bits and makes a bunch of spider webs, which will hurt enemies if they touch them. Anyway, I guess we're gonna get a little friend that's also a spider. The only combination Spider has with any friends is this little hop right here. Also, I like the detail that the spider web that they're jumping off of is shaped like a heart. So they're actually invincible when they do that jump, so you can shoot them through Gordos, which, I mean, otherwise you can just fly on through. So it's not that big of a deal, but still. I think I'll stick with Spider for the rest of this stage at least. It is a cool ability. It's new to this game. This is the only game it's been in. So it's just interesting to show off. And in fact, let me show off what predator is more impressive? None shall escape such a hunter. You can spin threads with skill to execute the friend bounce, which will get your friends up high. Ready, set, jump. That's oddly worded. Skyward web. Skyward web. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a move. That's almost like a classic spike from Kirby 64. Network. Press and hold Y and then release. Okay. Okay, so that's that move. String shot, boom, it's like we're Pokemon. Dash and Y is web sling. Okay, so that's like releasing a web like this. Also, you can like grab the webbed enemies and shoot them out, which is pretty cool. I think this entire extra episode, or this entire extra level is based on just showing off Spider, which is pretty cool. I like that. What other moves do we have? Let's see, down and Y in midair for downward web, which, yeah, just shoots a web downwards, as expected. We got, when touching a pod, pod kick. Y when you're a pod is pod snatch, pod, 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 pod. Pod guard? We turn into a pod? Oh, we do. That's cute. Kind of reminds me of, like, Yoshi's defensive thing. Ooh, I will take you as a buddy. Bomb is cool. With Spider, you can't really imbue any abilities, because it's just Spider. I guess if anything, it would probably give you like stone? I don't know. You can't give stone. I don't know what I'm saying. Here's another little secret to do. Also, if you have a partner, they will automatically try to get you to jump if they are the only spider in the group. There's our rainbow puzzle piece, as easy as that. And I guess I'll grab Whip as well. Why not? Ooh, you know what? We'll grab water and get rid of the extra Como that we have. So they can just imbue... Everyone's gonna jump, and then they're going to start getting their abilities. It's, like I said before, it's a whole process, so it takes a while to actually get them to do what you want them to do. It can be difficult. Also, this is classic music here. I think this is from Kirby's Adventure. Always good to note. It's a little harder to hear it than, like, on the Switch when I'm recording than it is on the 3DS, which is why I was so accurately able to describe all the songs from Robobot. But in this, I have to keep the volume down enough to where it doesn't reverb in the mic. Yeah, I want to say this is like Orange Islands from Kirby Adventure or something like that. That's what it sounds like, at least. You know what? Now I think about it, Spider might not be the worst ability to go into go into the arena with. You can't use it underwater. Not that that affects the arena, but still. Just something to note, of course. I always find it... Okay, one of the things I was actually seeing a lot of this game getting a lot of flack for from, once again, people who don't normally play Kirby games. They complained a lot that you had to clear enemies to move on. Like, you'd have those little arena sections where you had to knock them all out. I don't understand that, mainly because the entire point of Kirby games is the combat. It's not really the platforming ever, except in the few like, the only time I would ever say that Kirby had legitimate platforming would be in Kirby's Return to Dreamland when you had to use the boot to cross gaps and, like, jump on Gordos and whatnot. That's the only time. Otherwise, I mean, I guess there's, like, the keys. Sometimes they, like, reduce your ability to fly, so whatever, but still, it's not much. It's always about the fighting, and people complained about it in this game only. I guess they're just expecting more because it's, like, because it's on the Switch. Must be held to a higher standard, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell into that trap too of being like, oh, all the games released on the Switch so far have been, like, absolutely, like genre breaking, like the best of their genre. Like, Odyssey is at this point like one of the best 3D platformers. Breath of the Wild is one of the best open world adventure games. I was expecting the Kirby to be like the same as those, but, like, that's not really what the Kirby series is about. It's just being a fun little experience. Also, I'm going to try and get this guy. Okay, because this is another new ability we haven't seen yet. This is Crash. Once again, it's another screen wiping ability. Use wind to see some techniques. Sure thing. I wonder if we're going to get a chance to use it soon. Yeah, it works pretty much the same it did in most other games, where you can, like, shake the controller to do a little bit of extra damage. Also, this is a... Oh, here we go, here we go. Wait for their HP to come in. Shake it up, and I believe you can actually do a friend ability with this, too. Yeah, if you have friends, they'll just, like, jump all over the place. Also, I'm pretty sure that's, like, 10 frames a second. Crash Rush, that's what they're gonna call it. Yeah, instantly knocked him out. I'll take Freeze, actually. Because that's fun. I don't think I've actually used Freeze myself as well, so that could be cool. Actually, I do want to show off. You can actually have a friend Bugsy, which is pretty cool. I'll get rid of Dribbly. One of the things I don't like about the game is how the combination system, the way it works, pushes you to use more of the physical abilities than actually, like, learning some of the elemental abilities. And that's what I was sucked into doing my first run through. I was like, okay, well, you know, using fire isn't worth it when I can just use sword imbued with fire and have more attack power, you know? So the game doesn't really give you much of a reason to use these elemental abilities, and that's something I want to focus on while playing through my second time, is using these elemental abilities more, because it's a completely different experience, I'd say. Like, using these two different types of abilities while playing through the game. I'd say we have enough time for one more stage. We can do that. Making our way through Popstar here. Okay. We have a snowy level. Ooh. I think I know what's coming up here then. Alright, let's do it. If that's the case, we're going to want to try and find some electricity in this stage and make sure we have it by the boss fight. That I think is at the end of this stage. I don't remember, though. Though it is cool that we have freeze in this area. Oh, we needed that. So if you have fire, you can actually burn these little blocks here and get whatever's inside them. And sometimes there will be puzzle pieces, and I think you probably want it for the rainbow puzzle piece as well. Although they will give you the ability right before you need it usually, so don't really have to worry about that. Looks like there's an updraft up there. Ooh, Cutter. Let's grab him, because why not? We do have Bugsy as a partner, but, like, you're useless, let's be real. No, so I guess I should explain some of the moves that Freeze has. You have your basic blowing ability that's always with Freeze. You have the Freeze like this, which is the classic Freeze ability. Then you have your air spin, and that's about it. You can also eat enemies and spit them out as ice blocks, and that'll usually do the most damage out of anything you could do. I just knocked them both out. I'm so sad, and I'm pretty sure we need them. Can we get them to respawn, actually? Because that would be awesome. I just wasn't expecting them to pop up so soon. Yeah, here we go. Wester can go. So, he'll just knock these out by himself and unlock all of this, which gives us a puzzle piece. Sure enough. And that's it. So we didn't have to get it, but still, it's good to be safe. You never know what you could miss. Blit. I believe you can also do that, like, eating thing to use it on stars in, like, a boss fight. So you can use the stars for a little bit of extra damage. Similar to how you can use it with the parasol ability. You can grab the stars, and that's its most powerful attack. Oh, I guess I'll follow you to get all the stars then. That's fine. There's also a little bit of a secret I want to show with the colored stars in boss fights. Yeah, go ahead and knock all these out. Ooh, I can use that. Yeah, I guess I never actually mentioned it yet. If you do actually collect some food, you can go up to your friends and basically share it with them by mouth to mouth, which is pretty neat. It makes it to where it's not like a rushed, like, you'll never get mad at your friend being like, oh, I needed that food. So it is a really nice feature, and I'm surprised other games don't do it. Like, they don't have to make you kiss, but, like, just, like, I don't know, rub against them and, like, boom, there you go, you got some food. There's Mike. Alright, well, he's dead. I was going to show it off, but whatever. Y'all seen Mike, y'all know what's up with it. It's just another screen clearing ability, which we've seen like 3 already so far. That's crazy. I just want to make sure there's no extra moves I'm missing here. A great way to cool down hot-headed enemies and then send them flying as a block of ice with a kick. You can also turn on a dime with skate dash or freeze your friend's weapons. You can even give a stone a slippery path for a bit of curling. Ooh. Ice sprinkle, Y in midair, dash and Y. Wait, hold on. Wow, those are 2 different moves. Amazing. Dash and hold Y or press Y repeatedly. I know that one. Down and Y while dashing? Oh, I didn't actually know about that one. Cool. Once again, it's not a move I use a lot. Ice suction, we've used that. Oh, you turn into an ice block with your defense. That's cool, I guess. Bloop. Alright, and sure, since they are a boss, you might want to grab them just in case. We'll get rid of Sir Kibble. Also, who wants ice? Because you're all getting it. Just to show off the icy abilities, since I don't think we've shown off a lot of blizzard abilities. If we do get the chance to show off any of the bluster stuff too, I'd love to do that, because... Oh, you want Fire Hammer here, actually. Oh no, you don't... Okay, you can combine them to knock that out, but you don't need it. Interesting. So you needed to unfreeze that little block there so Hammer could punch it. That's pretty cool. And then if Fire could just get rid of all these. Thank you so much. See, look at how smart the AI is. They automatically just solve the puzzles. Which, once again, I want to say, it's cool how they made the AI that smart, but it's also kind of sucky because it makes the game super easy, and it almost feels like you don't even have to play it to beat it. Alright. Use this to go over here. That's sleep. Ran right into him. Stars are leading us back right over here. Oh, I missed it. You can just work against the wind, I guess, if you really wanted to. Where is this going to head? Alright, right over here. Giant Waddle Dee. Those are weak to fire, by the way. I guess since they're like... Their body is like crocheted cardboard or something. Oh, I probably needed that. Well... like, if they give you a weird ability, it's usually because you need it. And Rock is definitely one you wouldn't see here a lot, so... I mean, I guess the alternative is just Hammer, so just have him unfreeze it, and then smack that boy, getting us 2 more puzzle pieces. Once again, I want to collect as many of these as I can during the normal story, so I don't have to grind them out otherwise. It'd be really frustrating. I haven't even gotten them all on my original... Ooh, that's a new ability. That's Beam right there. We'll say bye to Poppy Bro. We're just going through the order here. I guess I should eventually get rid of my own ability, shouldn't I? I've had Freeze for quite a while here. just because I want to show them all off and stuff like that. Which is good for me, because personally I would just stick with like sword or cutter or something like that. Stay in my safety area. Something similar to that. Extra 1 up right there, not that we need it. Coolio. Definitely want to go the bottom path. Gives you a very brief show. I think... maybe not. I was thinking the rainbow puzzle piece might be in that little Barrow Blast section. Doesn't look like it though. Oh, what is this? I don't know why they have the monkey carrying the key, because like you can just take it yourself there. There are sections where like if you kill the monkey, you're out of luck for the secret, so I guess that one wasn't one of those situations. Is this the most exciting ability in the game? It sure is. It's action-packed. It's awesome. It's Friend Bridge. Look at this. Absolutely awe-inspiring action right there. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they literally had a special combination be you turning into a bridge. Like, I get it. I don't know. It does get a little bit more interesting than that, of course, like this section here where you actually have to plan out where you take the dude running. But still, it is pretty dang lame. I am not going to lie, so we want him to bop against that wall there and then actually unlock the door. It's so weird. I don't know why. And there's your rainbow puzzle piece. I guess you could have skipped that if you wanted to. I didn't even know you could, but whatever. Let's move on. I think I'm going to take the next ability we see, except for cleaning, because I used that last episode. Yeah, we're done. We've gotten everything here, I'm pretty sure. So there wasn't actually a boss here, like I thought. Huh. That must be a little later then. Let's go! Oh, you know what? No, that's not even in this world. That's in the next world. Also, I keep getting 2s for some reason. I'm just not on the ball today. Oh, we could have gotten our 50th life there, too. What a shame. Quite a few puzzle pieces, though. There's just some stages that don't have as many as others. It's just weird. Filling up this one now, too. That looks like Squeak Squad. So I see some mouses, some mice in that. Anyway, that's going to end it off here for this episode. In the next episode, we might actually be finishing up Popstar. As you can see, we only have 2 stages left. I think we actually have an extra stage as well around here, so we'll have to worry about that. Anyway, see you all then, and goodbye.